Canelo has such unique skills, and one of the weird things that he does that very few people, since Rocky Marciano does, is he punches your arms.
Yes.
He brutalizes your arms.
He's another brilliant guy. He has the greatest punch resistance in the sport. You know, we talked about it earlier. One knockout in the whole career.
Knockdown.
And it wasn't a knockdown. And it wasn't really a knockdown in my personal view. So, because he didn't touch the canvas. He's never been on the canvas. And we call it chin. And I think that we kind of missed the point by calling it chin. Because I used to be Canelo's neighbor in Del Mar, California. I used to run into Chepo, his senior trainer, at the grocery store. I'd look into the cart and say, oh, he's eating tuna. And he said, yes, and he's eating chicken, da-da-da. And so I also used to go down the hill from my house off of Via della Valle in Del Mar and watch him train at the Equestrian Center, where he would go to the Equestrian Center in the morning and do 2.5 hours of hunter-jumper riding before going to his gym in the afternoon to do 3.5 hours of boxing training.
Hunter-jumper riding? What is that?
Hunter-jumper is where you go over jumps and you...
With a horse?
Yeah, on the horse, yeah.
Why the fuck would you do that when you're training for a fight? What if the
horse
falls?
Because he was riding horses since he was a little kid. He was skilled enough to do it. You control the height of the jumps. You say set the jumps at 36 inches or 40 inches. You know what the horse can do. It's all about staying on the horse. And I asked him, you know, how can you do that? And he said, everything I do in boxing is upper body, and everything I do on the horse is lower body. And on that basis, I am the one who theorizes that the reason you can't knock him down is not because of his chin, it's because of his legs.
His base.
You can't get him off balance. He's too strong from the waist down. And you know, if other fighters would pay attention to what Canelo does, they might go do a little horseback riding.
I wasn't even aware of that until you brought that up. That's extreme.